Now, you had roustabouts, boom hands, and stevedores doing most of the work. Like I said, your roustabouts are following orders from a stevedore. Stevedore could be white, black, native, it didn't matter. Uh, in the timber industry, you prove yourself worthy, you're going to get the job. Um, while you may face discrimination in your daily life, in the work, if you're able to do it, you're going to get that respect.
I'm a noble soldier, soldier of the Jubilee. Ah. I'm getting old and crippled in my knees, soldier of the cross. Ah. Too young to marry, soldier of the Jubilee. I'm getting old and crippled in my knees, soldier of the cross. Ah.
Now, Deacon James Cook, that we just heard singing a work song known as Soldier of Jubilee. He performed that in 1981. He's a former boom hand and a stevedore from Darien. He worked those ports, loading those boats to head out to Doughboy Sound to be loaded to sail elsewhere. He said that the shanty would give you some energy to help you move the lumber and notify the other fellow how to pull down with you as a group. The song he sung was by a leader and then the group. Um, Cook sings both the call and response in that song, and his ha sound is characteristic of a work song. Usually, that ha is where you're pulling on all together on that rope, and then you're going to ha. Each time the ha comes, you're pulling that rope to get that heavy lumber up onto that ship. Uh, Cook recalls specifically that there were times as he was working as a stevedore where as many as 27 or 28 four-masted schooners would be in the port of Darien at any one time. So imagine those shrimp boats that are there today as these big 3 and 4 mast schooners. Now, he was a member of the McIntosh County Shouters, Grammy Award-winning group that still exists to this day. And he always made sure to point out that while some songs are spiritual in nature, others of them are specifically work in nature, such as the Soldier of Jubilee, a former work song. He was discovered by a lady who had vacation and homes there on St. Simon's Island, the author of Slave Songs of the Georgia Sea Islands, Miss Lydia Parrish. She has a unique story. I encourage you to Google her or look it up. She recorded some of these work songs as well as spirituals. She also would later help lead festivals or exhibitions on Sapelo Island, where people could come and hear ring shout music that's made famous today by the McIntosh County Shouters. She would record many of the earliest versions we have of some of these work songs in her Slave Songs of the Georgia Sea Island. Now, this past year, 2020, we're all cooped up at home, right? We're all doing these things virtually. Thanks to a TikToker and a professional musician, a man by the name of Nathan Evans, sea shanties saw the light of day. These work songs were now popular once again, and you can go to YouTube and or you can Google sea shanties, and there's all these new modern renditions, a revival, so to speak. One particular sea shanty entitled "Pay Me My Money Down" was originally a protest song for the men loading timber. Unscrupulous captains would come in and make a deal with the stevedore. You load my ship tonight, I'll have you paid off in the morning. And then, of course, they show up in the morning and the captain has left the dock and nobody got paid. So this song becomes popular, and over time, it is recorded by the likes of Bruce Springsteen to the Kingston Trio, and most recently, the Longest Johns, after this revival of sea shanties in the TikTok world. This song, the original or earliest recorded lyrics of it, is specific to McIntosh County, both Sapelo Island and the Lower Bluff Mill. Mish Parrish is credited for putting it together in 1942. And then, of course, Alan Lomax would later record a different lyrical version at a festival in Savannah 2 years later in 1944. But let me give you a taste of that original lyrics. I think I heard my captain say, pay me my money down. Tomorrow is my sailing day. Pay me my money down. Pay me, you pay me. Pay me my money down. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my money down. Wished I was Mr. Coffin's son. Pay me my money down. Stay in the house and drink good rum. Pay me my money down. You pay me, you owe me. Pay me my money down. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my money down. Wished I was Mr. Foster's son. Pay me my money down. I'd sit on the bank and I'd see the work done. Pay me my money down. Huh. Now, how do we know it's specifically from McIntosh County? Well, as they mentioned, I wished I was Mr. Coffin's son. Mr. Coffin, of course, being Howard Coffin, he made his fortune in the auto industry as one of the co-founders of the Hudson Motor Company. And in 1912, he bought up most of Sapelo Island, redeveloping a good portion of it, and it included adding an oyster factory and a sawmill to Sapelo Island. Now, he made a point, he didn't purchase up any of the freedmen or Gulagichi ancestry properties. He made a significant effort to only buy up properties that did not include those heirs property from the Gulagichi. The other man, Captain James L. Foster, was not a ship captain. He was a former Confederate soldier, had been a captain with them. He was a cousin of Mr. Hilton. And like I said, remember, they joined forces to create the Hilton and Forest Lumber Company. He served in various roles in his lifetime, as a superintendent to director to even the vice president of Hilton and Foster Lumber. And in the last part of his years, he would also serve as a Glenn County commissioner.